I just never thought I'd be going back there.
Won't be going alone. You'll have a friend with you.
No. I'll have a Jedi with me. Neil. By the right of the Council, by the will of the Force, Cal Kestis. Rise, Jedi Knight. You are ready.
So are you.
Once upon a time, a man named George Lucas had a dream about a war spreading across the galaxy between two ancient factions of power, mainly centered on one family whose decisions shattered and saved the balance of the Force. As a fan of this series, it's amazing to see how far it grew, knowing how many times George Lucas was told no in the beginning, to be known for this empire of Force powers, emotional trauma, and lightsabers. With over 100 plus video games, cartoons, films, books, the universe of Star Wars has only kept expanding with no end to the excitement and surprise felt by every Star Wars fan. To me, Star Wars is the definition of what happens when you have a dream. A seed for an idea and you put it in motion. Regardless of the lack of trust from others, the trust within yourself will define it all on your journey. Star Wars is the joy of sunsets from a distant planet, the glow and sound of every lightsaber used in a fight, the epicness of coming from something bigger than yourself, the overwhelming joy when a battle is won, and the flood of despair when all is lost. Star Wars, in its legacy, has been a mixture of multiple things surrounding the galaxy and the Force. Then, when news hit of EA Games and Respawn Entertainment working together to create a brand new Star Wars game, I remember there being an excitement yet a hesitation to hearing this. See, for gamers acknowledging the long history of every studio, EA Games is one of those loved and hated studios for multiple things that they've done in the past. And Respawn Entertainment was only known for their Titanfall games and Apex Legends. So a lot of people like me were wondering how a Star Wars game would be with these two. Would it be one of those greats? Or another mediocre cash grab that gamers didn't need anymore? My oh my, were our fears wrong, as we soon learned it's become one of the greats in the gaming world. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was released on November 10, 2019 on all of the heavy platforms. Expectations were high for the game when the first trailer dropped to reveal the cast and story of the upcoming adventure. Starring Cameron Monaghan, my boy Ian from Shameless, and Jerome from Gotham, playing as Cal Kestis, the Padawan who survived turned Jedi on a journey to discover the hidden secrets of the Force that can help rebuild the fallen Jedi Order. To show Cal in the debut trailer stating for him to survive, he must not stand out, accept the past, trust no one, and never reach within. You understand the risk of it all, but the strength he will gain when he trusts only in the Force. Words spoken to him by his master and many other Jedis before him that knew how easily one can lose their way to the pain, or worst of all, rage. For a Jedi who survived Order 66, Cal could have easily been swayed to the dark side from all of the loss as a Padawan. However, Cal will have been proven to be strong before and after his journey begins. As a young gamer, I didn't get to play a lot of the Star Wars games, other than Star Wars Racer, which I did not finish, or Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which I did not finish, or one of the Lego Star Wars, which I definitely did not finish, and the Force Unleashed series, which I definitely was blessed to finish. It's been forever since I played one. Coming into the Fallen Order was a game changer for me, but a well-needed one I didn't know I needed. See, coming from the unstoppable Starkiller with unimaginable force powers and skills as Darth Vader's apprentice, shifts the dynamic as the Jedi still and trading Cal Kestis, still finding his way. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is a great game for anyone who's a Star Wars fan or just looking for something new or adventure to play. Seeing how the story takes place a few years after Revenge of the Sith, the world shows you that history is written by the victors. The world sees the Jedi Order as traitors, hunting any who survive for a quick buck. From beginning to end, Cal is being hunted by the Galactic Empire, yet still finds a way to approach everything with a cool head. The world of the Fallen Order still makes you feel powerful as you play the game despite everything and everyone trying to kill you. Cal is on a mission to find the holocron that holds information on other children who are Force sensitive and can be trained as Jedi. The game follows Cal reconnecting with his trauma with the Force as he searches for answers throughout the different planets he journeys to. Each planet delivers a massive amount of platforming and secrets to explore, some with the size of Uncharted 4 map and bigger. As Cal relearns the way of the Force, he can navigate easier using his Force powers to unlock areas that were blocked before. The game allows you to retrace your steps with the color detailed map that shows you where you can go and what you can't do at the time. It is a love and hate relationship traveling in this game for me though, because a part of me loves it. Running on the walls, swinging, jumping off ropes, sliding down hills is awesome. Yet, sometimes I just wish they had fast travel because sometimes I want to get something quick, but knowing the travel might postpone another day, the puzzles and shortcuts help, but it still leaves me wanting more. As you grow in the game, Cal's skill grow with the lightsaber, combat moves, and Force powers you acquire. He proves how versatile he is maneuvering through combat from a single lightsaber, a bolt staff lightsaber like Darth Maul, and dual blades lightsaber like the Legend of Ahsoka. Then adding the Force grab, Force push, and Force slow. By the end of the game, he becomes a menace to any stormtrooper and creature aiming to kill him. And if you don't believe me, just fight Inquisitor Cal. You'll learn. You'll learn, like we all learned. The combat in the Fallen Order is more tactical than the usual Star Wars combat I'm used to from previous games. In the Force Unleashed as Starkiller, you were pretty much a one-man army. Nothing can kill you, like literally, nothing can kill you. In Fallen Order, everything can kill you given the chance, especially the punk-ass stormtroopers. There are moments when the game will give you enemies who can test your skills with the blade. They'll even mix with the elite enemies with the animals to see how you can manage. It's funny because writing the script for this, I get the meaning now of when I saw videos and they were like, they didn't want to say it. But yes, the game can give a Dark Souls vibe with its mechanic. The meditation circle allows you to heal and level up with the risk of respawning every enemy you kill. The game can be difficult too. Enemies will jump you with any opening they take. However, it's not Dark Souls. Where playing Dark Souls games sometimes gives the sense to players that there's no hope till you surpass the challenge. The Fallen Order does the opposite of allowing one to embrace hope while deep in the chaos. Cal's character is a weird mixture of different emotions, yet Cameron Monaghan plays Cal awesome. You feel the sadness, the fear, the excitement, and the humbleness of fighting something bigger than yourself. The game allows you to be with Cal as he's processing everything and still striving towards having a cool head. The interactions he has with the cast shows the levels he can grow as every person allows value towards his growth as a Jedi. It's moments like this that makes me wonder what kind of Jedi he would have been if the Order wasn't destroyed. As Cal searches for answers to save the Order, he faces the trauma of losing his master in the Jedi Order, possibly being the last one of his kind, the guilt of not being able to do more under genocide as a kid. Yet as Cal revisits his trauma and fear, he triumphs. The journey teaches him to face his fear head on, to accept his past and the present for what they are and make the best of it. The pain falls as a reminder to never fall for his anger and guilt, as that will only lead him towards the darkness. These moments when he questions his decisions on if what he's doing is right, if he'll ever see everything through, the moments when he finds those answers just by staying true to himself, the will to not fail, to not fall into darkness, to keep fighting even if he, his crew, and a few others are the only ones fighting back. Cal in his torment and trials shows the player what it means to be a Jedi. To face such obstacles and lose so much, and still believe in the Force that all of it will be worth it. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is a great game for me because it allows you to fully be immersed in the world. The ability to travel to any planet and see the difference between cultures and each world is breathtaking, but sometimes terrifying. The mixture of the weirdness and creativity of mostly every creature not being a threat or being friendly, the impact that's felt by the Republic is immense when you realize the destruction they bring with them will only continue. The game brings you into this world while telling you a great story, having you care about the characters, and having a great gameplay to back it up. Now, this game will always be a jewel to me because of my favorite moments. So to start it off, my favorite moment, like a few of my favorite moments in this game is Cal and Trilla battles from beginning to end have been a game changer towards how Cal approaches his mission and how he moves with his team. You know, from being unprepared and facing her and starting his journey to learning her identity as Seer's former apprentice and getting the upper hand to finally being able to stand his ground to defeat her. Each battle is a reward for showing your growth as a player in the game. Another moment is hijacking the ATAP. That to me was elite, and I didn't think it would happen in this game. Being on the war-torn, beautiful Kashyyyk, and the first thing you do to help the rebellion is hijacking an ATAP. Han Solo will be proud of every player. Dathomir has already been a difficult planet from the beginning of the game. With all that's thrown at you, the game randomly throws zombies at you in the face of the dead Night Sisters. Then to show you the wrath of the last Night Sisters alive, she gets her dead family to chase you off the planet, and you can't fight back. Like there's nothing you can really do about it. So you're hauling ass back to the ship. That was a great moment too. Another one. After taking a major loss, Cal back is on the wall with no lightsaber to move forward. No choice, he goes back to the planet where he first started his training as a Jedi to rebuild his lightsaber. Going to the planet England was interesting, seeing it at first as a blizzard planet and being vacant, kind of like getting a vibe of what the Jedis had to endure through training, right? However, being on the planet brings a lot of hope back for Cal, a chance to remind himself of his strength and continue his mission. He triumphs with a new lightsaber and the will to face his past. Fighting Malicos for me was equivalent to Obi-Wan fighting Darth Maul, Anakin fighting Count Dooku, a moment when the Jedi in training fights the Sith or fallen Jedi. Malicos was a good fight, but also showed me how far Cal must go to fully master his skills. The fight also allowed Cal to make peace with the Night Sister Mary, gaining another ally while defeating Malicos. Seer, Knight and Cal was wholesome seeing how far these two came from each other, right? From strangers to associates, not being able to fully trust each other, to mentor and student. As much trauma Cal holds, Seer holds just the same and more. Seeing these two characters fully trust each other, fully embrace the Force, accept their past, and stand together to stop their pain from happening to anyone else was an epic moment together. Plus, to do it with a red lightsaber, when it's the total opposite for them, couldn't have asked for more. For this part, Darth motherfucking Vader, playing this game, knowing the story, where it takes place, you wonder, how is this going to end? Are they going to accomplish their mission, knowing how the movies went? All questions go out the window when you see him, when you hear him. After fighting Trilla as the last boss, he pops up like Virgil from Devil May Cry 5, the Alpha and the Omega, kills Trilla, throws Seer somewhere, and the only tactical move you have is to run. Not to fight, not to use a Force power, run. That's it, get the fuck out. The music, cinematography, action, everything just hits home and makes the surprise worth it. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is a great game no matter how you try to see it. Playing such a great game just gives me hope for future Star Wars games. It's 2022, well, it's 2023, but I wrote this in 2022. And hearing the update of another Fallen Order coming, Star Wars Eclipse, the Knights of the Old Republic remake, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, and many more are on their way, it just brings me joy as a Star Wars fan, because if this is what they can do, then the others will be amazing. Fallen Order allows you to beat the Jedi, and I can't wait to see what's in store for Countcasters. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next adventure.